Legal controls on marketing are regulations designed to protect consumers and ensure fair competition by dictating how businesses can promote products and services. The key word here is regulations, and the other key word is dictating, because a legal control is about the law. It is about the law. So in this case, businesses must make sure that they follow the law, because we are being told that the law is aimed at protecting consumers and ensuring fair competition among businesses. So that is why we have that legal controls aim to prevent deceptive, misleading, or harmful activities. These activities can have an effect on consumers. It can also have, they can also have an effect on individual businesses. Here are some of the examples of legal controls that governments or countries usually have. The first one is truth in advertising. It is okay for businesses to persuasively advertise, but laws prohibit false and misleading advertising. So it is illegal for businesses to advertise that, for example, a product gives you wings, or that when you buy this product, this and this is going to happen, and then after buying the product, whatever was advertised or whatever was talked about it does not actually happen, or it does not serve the purpose that you were told it would. That would mean that misleading advertising happened, and in some countries that would take on legal action. The second one is product safety. Regulations ensure that products are safe for consumers, preventing the sale of faulty goods. If you look at things like drugs, for drugs they first undergo various trials before they are eventually launched into the entire population. So if this business was a pharmaceutical business, then it would have to undergo all those tests. Why does the country do that? To ensure that there is product safety for these customers, to ensure that this drug is actually going to do whatever it is supposed to do. The next legal control is protection against discrimination, and laws prevent discrimination in marketing, and the law wants to ensure that there is fair treatment of all consumers regardless of their background. Children's privacy. Specific laws, such as the Children's Online Protection Policy, require parental permission to collect personal information or watch them. TV programming usually puts PG, parental guidance, advised or suggested. So businesses do that to protect themselves from what could happen if children watched this very show. Also, if businesses are going to, for example, shoot videos, or if a media house is making an investigative story, or if they are reporting something, you will realize that if this is a child, according to the law of that country, of course there is a specific age that they will say this is a child. The child is always covered. They don't show their face, because this child is being protected, or the business is actually trying to comply with a certain legal control, and the legal control is about children's privacy. Weights and Measures Act. In most countries, it is not legally right for businesses to use inaccurate weighing equipment. So if you bought a product from a business and the product says 500 grams, If you reached home and you tried to remeasure this product, it should be exactly 500 grams. If you remeasure it and it is less than 500 grams, then it means that the business is dodging or is flouting some legal control, and so this business can actually be sued or it can be fined. So what are the effects of these legal controls on businesses? Of course, for those examples that I've just given you, I've given you a few. You can think of more legal controls that are in your country. So the effects can both be positive and negative. When a business complies to most of these legal controls, it will help to build consumer trust and a positive company reputation, since these businesses will be seen to be operating responsibly. You buy something, you reach home, and it does exactly what it was advertised for. You buy something and you're told, or it is written on 1 kilogram, you reach home, you remeasure it, and the product is 1 kilogram. So that the compliance to legal controls helps a business to build a positive reputation. And of course, we know the effect of a positive reputation or a positive brand image. And then also, legal controls promote fair competition. You know, in some businesses, you may have selfish people. One can choose, or one business owner can choose to reduce prices significantly for a certain period of time so that they drive out all competitors out of the market, because when they reduce the price, almost every consumer is going to come and buy products that are at a cheaper price, especially if the product comes at a cheaper price and is still of good quality. So this means that the intention of this business owner is to drive out all competitors, and eventually when all these competitors are out of the market, first of all, it is also not good for an entire country. So legal controls promote fair competition. Reduced risk, because we are saying that these legal controls, it's a dictatorship. You must comply to them. The moment a business does not comply, then it faces the risk of legal penalties, it faces the risk of fines, and of course, reputational damage. Increased costs. Complying with most of these legal regulations requires significant investment in training. You may need to purchase clean machinery, for example, to process your waste products, because you don't have to release these waste products into just the environment like that. Then you may also need to have a fully fledged legal department to interpret for you some of these things, or to even be answerable to court just in case of anything. So compliance with legal controls comes at a cost, and of course this means that businesses must either incur the cost or they will face the law, and of course the law also comes with a cost. Then these legal controls limit operational freedom. I want you to think about a scenario of if all businesses were left to do whatever they wanted, and no one is up to them, no one is requiring them to do this and this and this. So the moment legal controls are set, the moment these regulations are given, the moment these regulations are dictated that businesses must follow this and this, then their freedom is being limited. I thank you for watching and have a good day.